all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen of the Bears back deep for the NFC.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Breeze. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Mahomes now on first down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown from 10 yards out. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Sammy! You're good. Right forward, ready. Hey, easy.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Breeze on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On on 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw again. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with a score tied. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he Will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the AFC has taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, now Breeze. Pass incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
With the score, AFC 14, NFC 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be a 1st down for the NFC. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 10 yards out. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. PAT up and good by Rosas. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Double lady.
Back to throw, Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start with a give to counter, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First throw of overtime for Breeze. And as he does in New Orleans, he'll get this to Alvin Kamara. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. And I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
And this is incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position.